morning. Day 32.
All right, tents are empty, both of them. Doing a little chamois, just to get some of the outside moisture off. Inside's, that's great. So there's G's setup. Obviously, it's a little more cleaner. I'd stuff everything in. Packs are looking good today. Oh, we lost some of the sunset already, or sunrise already. Darn it. Check that out. It's actually super rare that we haven't got to see that the whole trip, because usually we're in a valley or something like that. Not in an epic overlook. You can see there are clouds early in the morning. But guess what we don't have today? We don't have fog right now, which means we may be able to see the big mountains we're going to be climbing, or not climbing, but hiking right against. Super nice sunset for the day. So when we get out of here, we're going to try and hike up the edge of this like that, and then cut. Yeah, I know. Okay, G's now way ahead of me.
Yeah, hurry it up.
Hurry it up, man. Still have an epic sunrise. Just for the record, I want us to take a look and see what's happening here.
What, the fact that I went to the bathroom?
La 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 la. All right, good morning. It's 7:07. I know. That sounds a little late, but got our nature calls, and we dried both the inside and the outside of our tent pretty good. That takes a lot of time. Still, it was tough getting up in the morning, though. It was super cozy. Like, my tent was like just perfect last night. It was so cozy. I wasn't rolling around, being all tilted. It was great. So we have about 20 miles today, so we got a bunch of miles. We should see epic views, and the weather should be like okay, but we know how great the forecast is. So our plan is to walk up on the edge of this outlook and avoid all the wet stuff, which is really impossible. But if we go through all the brush and everything, our legs, our feet, our socks, everything's gonna be totally wet. So, all right, I'm trying not to talk loud because I know there's people up on the outlook above us here. There's a pretty good chance we're gonna walk through their camp. So, good morning. I'll get back to you. All right, well, we got out of that. It's probably just 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. We did G got the GPS out on the Gaia app, and it was perfect. We bypassed like everything right to the trail, and we didn't get stung. There's gonna be multiple bees, some kind of bee type things. Okay, here we go. Colorado Trail, back on it. Up we go. Yeah, we bypassed. Must have been multiple nests in the ground, because you could hear them buzzing. We both got stung multiple times by yellow jackets from those kind of nests, so it's kind of traumatic for us. All right, well, it is now just at about 7:15. We got some uphill to do before it flattens out a little bit. Sky's kind of blue. Just your typical morning. I don't think it's gonna rain on us this morning, but you never know. All right, great day ahead. Got to stay stoked.
There's water in point 2.
Water in point 2. Awesome, so we can guzzle our electrolytes, which are full of caffeine and some extra salt. But there is water. Okay. All right, hike on. All right, so we're making progress. We need to climb over 1,000 feet. It's gonna bring us over 12,000 feet, but that's over like 6 miles. So it seems like we're on the same, uphill, I don't know, earth thing, ridge. It's just than what we were yesterday. We're just continuing on. So fact, I think we're going to get a view of that other outlook to our left here. Probably some trees blocking it. But it's a delightful morning. There's a big meadow down there. That's that outlook, but if we get a good shot, I'll zoom in on it. Three mountain bike guys. These guys were serious mountain bikers. They're going into Durango today. Man, they were muddy. Their bikes were packed. But, you know, they didn't have all the fancy, you know, bright clothes and everything. Those guys were like just hardcore bikers. They were, I don't know how to explain that, because they got to go up the same 1,000 feet we do. So, man, right now it's just, we're just cruising. Make good time on this. Well, that is the overlook there, but with just the haze and the position of the sun, you really can't tell. So we're about as high as I thought we would camp there if we we're going to camp that overlook. So we're having our trail breakfast, which is, you guessed it, super tasty Pop-Tarts. It really is. Something is in these Pop-Tarts that feels like you're really getting a good breakfast. Must be some really advanced food science, because we love it. And these are the actual Pop-Tarts. The you know, the generic ones, and even the Trader Joe's ones, they're not as good. They feel more bready, more bread than these do. So yeah, we're both enjoying our breakfast. I had a bar in right away in the tent along with my coffee, because I have been feeling a little sluggish in the morning, and I don't think I should. I think my body is just consuming so many calories. It actually needs more, where usually in the morning I can hike fine for a couple hours, but it didn't feel like that now. So got to change the rhythm to match what the body needs. What it needs is some bacon, eggs, and pancakes or waffles, which is going to happen tomorrow, maybe for lunch, something like that. We'll see. Whew. Trail's really nice now. We make really good time on a trail like this. All right, well, we're starting to get to the foothills of the big mountains. The mountains are like shrouded right now. Foothills aren't, but I suspect that's gonna hopefully burn off, because there's like blue sky all around, and some high clouds. You can kind of see here. Sun's on me now. It feels really good. It's getting cooler actually as we get closer to the mountain. I can feel like that coolness that happens in the evening. That cold air kind of descends from the mountains before the warm air kind of starts coming back up, which then can help form the thunderclouds. So we've pretty much been going up and down. So we're right around 11.4 or 5, something like that, I think. So yeah, I'm starting to see some. Can't see the big ones though. Gabrielle caught a glimpse of the one. I don't know if you remember, that's the mountain on the far right. It looks like a Butterfinger bar. It has all the layers, like a Butterfinger candy bar, but it's kind of tilted like that. So the layers are going like that, and all kind of reddish, tannish. So it's going really good. Super good hiker morning. Our packs are incredibly light. I'm only carrying about a half a liter water. We are on a 6 mile water carry right now. But it's so cool. We got water in the morning. That last water source was basically we couldn't even get water out of it. So it was that bad. I do have this thing in my pack though. It's kind of pushing on one on the right side of one of my lower vertebrae. It's not bad, but it's irritating. I stopped and tried to fix it. Kind of did, but kind of didn't either. The packs are just so weirdly light. Really, we have like maybe a day's worth of food we're carrying, and then a little bit of water. My tent's really dry. I mean, nothing's wet. So it's about optimal. It just kind of floats on my back, which is nice. All right, I go on. 2.3, maybe that's where some people are coming from. Cape of Good Hope. I haven't heard of this stuff yet. Is that the pass we're going to? Kennebec? Maybe. So we found the perfect snowboard hill for Gabrielle here. Look at that run all the way down. Woo! All the way. Well, it looks like the peaks all around are kind of shrouded, but below that it's open. So hopefully as the afternoon goes on, those will lift, because I suspect behind that is all those epic peaks. Now all sorts of signage coming up here. All sorts of trails and everything. Wow. All right, well, we know we go left. Colorado Trail. We got Grindstone Trail.
Shark's Tooth Trail.
Shark Tooth. Gold Run Trail.
Taking off my front gloves.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of stuff that way. Oh, now maybe we can see a little better. We notice through the trees this red rock. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of like a little desert kind of a looking thing. Gabrielle's taking the frog togs off. I'm not quite ready for that. So it looks like we're gonna go up and around this. Whew. Sun is on me. Feels good. Cool breeze though. Woo. We are actually just about as high as those lower clouds right now. Wow. Look at that. It kind of brings back memories of that day where we were just kind of racing ahead of the storm. We had multiples of these. Pretty cool behind us. The sun's kind of lighting up this bowl right here. Woo, Gabrielle, that's a great pick. Yeah, that's super nice. Look at that. Woo! All right, let's see what's coming. Woo! That looks gnarly. We're either going up in there or around. One of these is called Shark Tooth Trail or something. Those look like a couple of shark teeth right there. Look at that. Man, that is like crazy dark, isn't it? I'm sure we're gonna get some great views of this, but looks like we go straight for a little bit. Oh wow, here we go. Woo! All right. And let's zoom in a little bit there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm sure right in front of us here. Well, hopefully that lifts. It's either going to lift, stay the same, or it's going to just rain all over us. Woo!
Great options.
Yeah, that's Durango now. I think we got to keep going south though. Oh, there's a little cairn on top there. That's so the lightning knows where to strike. Whew. Well, look at in the valley there.
You know, we didn't have any lightning yesterday.
No.
We had rain galore.
We had lots of rain, oh yeah.
In the morning.
Oh, look at the clouds move on the hilltop right there. Woo! All right. I want to take a video of this because it looks like that's the very top, like right there. Just from what we can see, that's the Butterfinger. And it's slowly getting shrouded. Looks like we're going to be below. If that's our trail way in front of us.
You can kind of see the line.
Yeah, if that's it, we're below the clouds. Usually what's been happening is the clouds slowly lift. So that's quite the razorback right there too. Going down the Dragon's Back. Super nice valley. Look at the sun shining on that. Really lights up those dead trees.
Yeah, it's like the lower clouds are moving, but those ones up there really aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, having problems with the camera here.
Oh, what problem?
Look at that. If you look close at the top there, you may be able to see a trail. We're thinking that where it's our trail. There was on the sign, there was mention of a Highline Trail. And I wonder if the Colorado Trail just kind of, you know, took that on. That's pretty typical Colorado Trail to stay on the high line. Not necessarily on the ridge, but to get the high line. Super nice. Wow. Gabrielle's gonna put her frog talks back on here.
And then the sun will come out.
Yeah, even if it does so, there's a pretty strong breeze blowing right on us. I was gonna stop anyways just to check out the little cliffs right here. That could be our trail at the top. There is I don't even hardly want to say this, but I gotta do it.
The little notch thing?
The notch.
Yeah.
You can't really see it right now, but way back there, there's a road we could see that kind of goes up. Oh well, hold on, let's get the focus going here. Come on.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's our trail.
There we go. There is a notch.
It's too much higher than the road.
Yeah, there's a notch right there. You can see the road go to it. I mean, it looks like literally a notch. I don't even know how the road gets through it, but maybe it's a lot, you know, wider when you get there. So there are some pretty scary looking clouds. Well, this is pretty typical morning, so I'm not too concerned yet. If it was, you know, 2 o'clock, I'd be like, ah, crap, we're gonna get just hammered.
Oh, then there's all those over there behind us.
Behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Weird, they're just like flat on the bottom.
yeah. Look at that fog. So there's fog behind that. Oh, it's kind of catching a little bit. We don't want that. That's where we're hiking. So here's a better shot of the Chartreuse. Oh man, now the cloud's coming in, but you can see there's a big valley just behind it. Now we're on that part of the trail we could see. It's all green and high, and a little bit of fog chasing up the hill here. Woo! It's literally just racing in front of me right now. I don't know if you can see that. Wow.
Oh, we go up over there.
This is crazy.
You see the switchbacks.
Look at that. Woo! It's like a quarry. Oh yeah. Wow.
Fun.
I felt a couple raindrops, but Nothing significant. So we're on a little saddle. Here's the other side way down there. And we're gonna hike up over this thing, right? There's our trail. Look at that. Look at all the layers of blue there.
Great, just leave me on the exposed.
On the exposed. Yeah, let me know if your hair starts to stand up.
Well, it's covered by a hat and a buff.
Okay, this is so beautiful. Look at the layers of blues. And if you look down in the valley, maybe we can see some of the highlights of the sun on the tops of the green ridges. And then we have the moisture coming off there and the small clouds forming. Yo, G, switchback in it. Yeah. Now watch as we're at 11:08. Woo. 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 Really see there's the Shark's Tooth and all behind it. It's like a cool little valley to hike up there. Yeah. Look at that. That is an epic Colorado Trail shot right there, man. No, we're up just about 12 though, I think. We're up about 12.
Yeah.
Woo! Now we see that valley that was to our right. Shark Tooth is like right up there. There's a big, huge valley behind Shark Tooth. I hope we get to see that. So zoom in on this valley. Try off the edge. There it is. Sorry. The sun's off of that a little bit. Valley's lit up. You see the red. Yeah. See, the clouds are it's just like fighting us, following us. Woo. Okay, this is definitely risky to video here, but we're like walking the knife edge here on these rocks. I don't know, it might not actually look like it. We put the camera over a little bit. Yeah, then we can kind of get the idea. That's Pica Metropolis or something down there. Woo! Well, we know this is the first time of the whole trail we had something like this. I don't want to fall on that, dude. Woo! Very appropriate to be shrouded right now. Looking down on both sides.
Bright.
It is bright. I'm really glad it's not raining right now. Well, you can see our trails and keep going.
I'm really glad it's not thunder.
Yeah. Just gotta watch the Watch the fog move around. It's like super just violent. We saw like this.
Walk in there. Okay.
No, I'm just video. I'm not gonna walk into it. Whoa, that was cool. All right. Woo.
Go down and back up. Story of our life.
All right. Looks like we're gonna be going up to that. That might be the high point of the day. All right. So now we're on to the main one. It kind of went up and flattened out. Oh, there's this one, then there's another one behind it. Look at all those rocks, man. Just. Getting closer. I think that's the top in the distance. It's super quiet here. It's just there's no sound. Maybe the wind blowing. A little brighter up there. Here comes G. Right there. Woo! Look at that. He's killing it. Woo! Getting close. All right, trail goes straight. We're on our right. This is what we've been looking at. We've got a great shot. There's an awesome valley. There's a trail that goes up, and that is Sawtooth Peak. And you got the whole area back there. And it looks like everything kind of drains down this valley here. Way down there. So we got that. And we can't see the big stuff. The big stuff has been shrouded all day. And then to our left, this opens up a whole new area. And somehow we're going to get out of this. And there's all sorts of passes in there. You can see some of them on this bowl. There's roads there. And I can see there's a hiking trail. Over here, you can kind of see there's I don't know if you can tell, but there's a notch right about in the middle. And then of course you got this one. You can see way in the distance there's some lights or like reflections, so you can get out of it that way. So this is quite also an extensive bowl area, and a little mud pond right there. And there's probably more just straight in front of us that we can't see yet. There's Gabrielle just going to the top. Whew. Yeah, quite an exceptional day, even though we have all this crazy fog and everything around us, though. It's just been an amazing day of views. So it's just after 10, and we hit the high point, which was 12.3. So we're just under that now, but we're over 12,000. That's like the last super high point that we're going to have. Although we do have to go over a pass, but the pass is going to be lower than this high point. So don't know exactly what that means. Fantastic day. Wish we could see the highest of the high, but that's the way it goes.
Dad, the speck. We go.
This kind of reminds me of Whitney and Forester Pass a little bit. I'm on the trail like right here, and there's the drop. I mean, that's it, man. Oh, a camp spot down there? Don't know. But that's what we're looking at here. Whoa. Woo. All right, that's the trail.
Yeah, hurry it up, man. There's I think it's the couple that was at the overlook. I think they're at the top right now. Yeah. All right, we're done here.
So G just said we're at the last point above 12 right now. Been a great trip, huh? Come on, woo! Unfortunately, it's not all downhill at this point, but
It's mostly downhill?
But it is mostly downhill.
Uh-huh.
And it's mostly exposed for a while too.
Yeah, in the next 6 miles, we only go 280 feet up.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Actually, the uphill.
But we go almost 3,000 down.
Get those knees working, man. Get those weird thigh burn ankles. All right.
Because we don't have epic.
Yeah, we don't have the ultimate top view, but man, I love these views though. The terrain is just so remarkable. Well, I guess that means we'll just have to do it northbound someday, huh? No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Got some signage here, the Highline Trail, Rhinestone Trail. That sounds like a great, fun trip. Bear Creek, it must be I wonder if the Bear Creek is the main creek in this valley. And then Kennebec Road. All right, are we gonna go down this thing?
We're going like down there.
Oh, we're going down here. Nice, and then somehow we get out of here, which is probably shrouded, my guess, like right there. And you know, the ceiling is still rising because if you look out, you know, you can see blue sky way out.
I don't know, I see less over there than I did before.
Hey, you're ruining my hypothesis stuff here.
Maybe we do that notch thing. Opportunity.
Yeah, okay, before this gets shrouded, this is the notch one. We think this could actually be our pass. That looks like a drivable road though. The reason is because we can see a trail on the ground there, and you see it switchbacks up and it meets the road. So that's a cool looking notch. That's gonna be pretty epic. And down in this valley here, look at that, full on lake, man. Another little one. So this is quite a valley. You could explore this thing. I was thinking maybe we would go up and maybe out over there. I don't know. We'll see. Still shrouded. You ready, G? Go ahead. That's how she gets me in the front. Well, as we make our way down this trail, which is weirdly steep and rocky, I don't know how those guys with mountain bikes, I don't know how they'd even carry the bike down this thing, but obviously they do it. But the colors with the light are really beautiful. We're getting close to the basin here. Somewhere we're gonna get some water. I'm not sure how long to the next water source after this one, but it's, I really don't know where we're gonna exit here. But it's really super beautiful. All right, some signage here. Colorado Trail. Looks like we go this way.
No.
Oh no, that's a different trail. National Recreational Trail. Man, a lot there though.
It's over here, but if you need water,
Yeah.
we don't have water for another like mile and a half.
Well, we watered up here. Nice stream coming out of the lakes. Put my bottle right down there. It filled it up in like a few seconds. So I know you want my latest prediction of where the pass is. So I'm going to tell you. Since the pass is really not that much higher than we are, I don't think it's going to go up here to that super cool notch. I think we're going to take the trail though. It's going to go like along here somehow. Instead of going up the road there, you guessed it, we're going to go here and switch back and boom, go over that one. That, for right now, that's my guess. But that one up there looks really cool. I mean, look at the notches up there. That would be pretty fun. But that's a few hundred feet above us though. This one's significantly less. But who knows? Can't see the top of that peak right now, which is cool. Really nice. And we can see this one right here. It's got a cool little station transmitter thing up there. It's like solar panels or something. And then that's how we got down in here across these rocks right here. Whoop, sorry. We went down across the rocks. You can kind of see the trail now. There's a couple people coming down. I'm not sure who they are yet. Whew. It's just really pretty. I could hang out here for a while, for sure. We gotta see if we can capture some of that. So good. We're looking at the clouds, just dropping in and swirling around. It's kind of fun just watching the clouds. They're always moving. They're always moving. So this valley goes way down here. Nice roads coming in. We were talking to a couple. They said, "Oh yeah, Subaru can do everything up here." That was funny.
Well, it sounded more like he thinks that the Subarus think that they can do it.
Oh, there we go. Hey, we're starting to see some mountains in the back now.
Sort of, not really.
There's that one. We see one big one and then top of another one. If we get to the pass, we might be able to see some more.
If we ever get to the pass.
Yeah, we gotta get going, man. It's 11:20 right now.
We're really taking our time.
We are taking our time here. Well, we talked to the couple for probably 10 minutes.
Yeah. It happens.
It's nice talking about the trail, summarizing stuff. It brings back the memories and things like that. It's nice. Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, just twisting and turning. I love that. All right. It looks like finally we get some shots. We can see the Butterfinger Hill there. So that's what we really wanted to get that. Yeah, that's woo. The other ones. Oh wow, you can see almost everything now.
Yeah.
The one in the back. Well, it is what it is. Woo! Okay, now back to the mysterious notch. Now we have a pretty good view of said notch where the road is. And that does not look natural. And based on what we've seen in the roads and all the people here, I expect there's some explosives involved in creating that road right there.
Dynamite.
Dynamite, baby. Let me see it. Okay, so I think our pass is what's actually currently shrouded.
Yeah. Look for the darkest area around us.
Of all around us, that's it.
Where we're going.
Here we're going. There's a lot of activity here. A couple cars. One of the cars is from a couple we talked to. Got a mountain. Oh, there's the guy in the motorcycle. He's cruising. We'll see him pop out in just a second. There he is. A lot of fun activity.
Here we go.
What do you got? Oh, there you go. Man, I think you make me hungry now. Well, it is almost lunchtime, which means we got to get moving. All right, so we have we kind of cut to the left to go up over the pass here. It was shrouded, but it was shrouded because we were looking at the top, like up here. But right here, though, at the pass itself, it looks like it's going to be really nice. And if it were, I haven't checked, but behind us, it looks like the mountains are opening up a little bit, which is what they've been doing right around 11:30, 12:30. So, but we were comfortable. I didn't even talk to Gabrielle about this, hey, why don't we start later so we can get at the base, the big mountains around noon. But the problem with that is you could get stuck in the big old, lightning, thunder in the afternoon. So we really like to get over the exposed areas before lunch if we can. A couple we were talking to, who was another couple, it was a young couple. We first saw them in Silverton. They were checking out of the same, the Kendall Lodge where we stayed. And they were taking off, and it was like pouring, it was wet, and it was gonna be miserable. And so we actually caught up to them. We saw them yesterday, and then he said, hey, were you guys staying at the Kendall Lodge? And I'm like, what was the name of that? I'm thinking, yeah, we did. He says, I think we saw you. I'm like, oh yeah, you're the couple. And I remember thinking, oh man, you're gonna get hammered if you're leaving now. So anyway, so we got to talk to them. They're seniors at Boulder. I don't know if it's universities, Boulder State, whatever it is, but they're both seniors studying chemical engineering, and they're going for their PhDs. So I said, you guys ever talked about school stuff? And he's like, no, but just a few minutes ago we were talking about what is a chemical. I'm thinking that's classic, man. So really fun to talk to them. Neat young couple. So here we go, getting close to the pass, and then we'll go down a little bit, and then we'll have our lunch. All right, well, there's our trail. We're going up that, but I want to look back and see some more what we were not able to see. Those mountains right there. Woo. There's the bowl that we dropped into at the end. Here, but yeah, we weren't able to, but it's clear now. Look at how sharp those cracks are, and we call it the Butterfinger because it's kind of layered like a Butterfinger, and then like tilted kind of thing. It's really beautiful though, isn't it? All right, well, we're gonna leave this. Turn our way toward the pass, which looks like we can see right here. There's G. So we're looking back.
Stuff at the end. We saw that this morning.
So yeah, we the day before yesterday we were over here. We just basically made our way over. Now you can see there's rock formations right there, the red. Wow, that's quite a couple days. We were like, oh, you can see some of the trail looking back where we dropped in. Another valley. Yeah. All right, well, this is the one that we're at. Shrouded.
You want to stop for like lunch? Dry our tents in the wind? Like what?
My tent's pretty dry, but we can.
Pretty wet.
Well, that's too bad. Just thought of that earlier. 2:30 in the morning, I was drying my tent. That's probably why. All right, there's a cool little structure thing up here. We should probably, if we stopped here, the tents would dry out like super fast because of the wind. Oh boy. How do we get around? This is like grab. Let's see how Gabrielle does with this. Oh. Foot placement is critical. Can't you do it? Hang tight, grab another branch.
I'm not grabbing and pushing around.
Oh, I always pull the branches. Ah! Oh, that, wow. Woo, good job. Yeah, the rocks, we're gonna see some more of those. Even cooler than the rocks though. Check out the little house, the new house and the old house right there.
Where do you want to stop?
Anywhere around here would be great. Yeah, we got sun too. We can lay our tents out.
What?
We could lay our tents out on the grass right there.
Right there.
Probably better. Oh, it's lunchtime. Got our tents kind of laid out. Notice we're kind of tying the tents to the plants. They can't blow away, but the air can move all around them. Man, there's a cool looking little house right there. I really want to walk up there, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I have my. It's like connected to.
Yeah, I tied mine too. I saw you did that. I'm like, that's a great idea.
I didn't tie it. I just used the little loops and I put it around branches.
Oh, I actually did a little tie.
Oh.
Yeah, the wind kind of caught Gabrielle's tent, blew it off there. So she's gonna do the standing technique. We're really hoping it doesn't start to sprinkle because it just feels like it could start spitting any time. At least where we're at right now. Is it dry?
No.
Dry air. So, I'm having Alaskan pink salmon in spring water as opposed to fall water. I can eat up all the rest of my Cheez-Its. I have a plethora of bars to choose from. But I need at least one, usually two I keep for hiking in the afternoon because I get really hungry in the afternoon now. Oh, that's a nice spot, G. What we want to see is some of the light that's on those rocks comes our way here. It'll be great. All right, just about 12:30 coming up on. We are 11,700 feet. We're just below the pass. It is freaking cold with this wind and shade. So we cut our lunch a little short and our tents are pretty dry. Your tent's dry?
It's dry adjacent.
Wow, that's...
Gosh, I just look like
that sounds like an artist, piece, the statement. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to head down. There's more sun down there. We're going to drop below 11,000, we think, and won't go back up over it. So we are just... we dropped below the last 12,000. Now it's going to be the last 11,000.
And then that last climb isn't even 10 either, so...
Yeah, so we are going to go down, of course, hike back up. Usually you go down to get water and you hike back up. That's kind of the pattern. Makes sense if you think about it. So we have 11 miles to go. A lot of downhill. So what's your estimate for being in the camp, G?
Well, it depends on how fast we can find a campsite. I don't have any definitive spot where I'm like, yes, you can have a campsite there.
Oh, but we have it marked in the area though.
You do.
Is it? I do. It must have been a flat area we saw on the map. And I just put a pin down there. I tried to make sure we were about 10 miles from where we're getting picked up at the end of the trail.
Yeah.
So we could, so we're away from the trail, but we don't want to be too late. And we don't want to be super low elevations. It actually gets kind of warm.
Maybe like 4:30?
Maybe 4:30. Yeah, we'll see. Woo! But you can see where we're hiking, you can see the trail right there. And it's supposed to be, oh, that's kind of cool. There's something called, what's that thing called? The slab thing? She can't hear me. There's some special drop. It's like some slab drop thing. It sounds interesting. So we got that coming our way. Woo! Quick drop, cool features though. Starting with a feature like right in front of us right here. That's kind of cool. We're gonna come across some other ones here too. Oh, like right here. Yes, we gotta get down there pretty quick. But check this out. Woo! It's got that little house in the top. Wow. All right, there's the pass. It's kind of cool. We didn't know this, but you can see our switchbacks up there. And then we just kind of kick back.
Those aren't our switchbacks.
No, well, you're right. Oh, that's,
It's like a road.
oh, that's right.
to the-
So we're the lower one that goes into the trees there. Yeah, and then there's a flat. But look at the rocks that are right below us. It's like, you never know what's right below you.
Way more stuff.
Yeah, it looks, that's gonna be Durango. There's a lot more going on down there. Yeah. So is this is the what they call the slide rock traverse?
Yeah, it's just a scree field.
Yeah, but scree. Good news is we're not hiking up the scree field. It's nearly impossible. Woo! Yeah, that's pretty. Pretty cool up above.
Yeah.
Oh, that is kind of cool right here. Wow, you can really see how vertical that is. Woo! Yeah, it goes all the way down here.
I wonder if that road zigzags its way up to.
Oh, that house could be. So this is kind of one of our favorite type hiking. It's open. There's not too much vegetation. Got some trees. The trail is pretty good. It was earlier too. It's very loamy. A lot of needles on it. Not so much clay. It's more clay right here. But man, when it's kind of loamy like that, you can just, oh, it feels so good on your feet. You can just cruise. So, and we're kind of out of the blast zone of the wind, so everything's calmed down right now. Not so chilly. Woo! Wow. Like we got those, no, not ferns. No, they're not ferns. I was wondering if you were seeing ferns. No.
No, they're the things that they also have.
Yeah. It's like yesterday.
They got the seeds that look kind of like fennel seeds.
Yeah. Woo! Little sunshine opens it up. It's incredible, isn't it? Yeah.
I really liked everything.
Yeah.
I never actually hiked in those pants.
What pants?
The like light gray pants.
Oh, the ones you have? Oh, you haven't hiked in those at all?
I haven't had the. Oh well, no. Tomorrow.
So we crossed below 10,000 a while ago. It's 1:30. We're still thinking we're gonna be in camp around 5 something.
No,
What?
like 4:30.
4:30. That would be good. We're making super good time going downhill, but that's because it's downhill. But you know, we're walking through all sorts of pretty areas for us, but we're getting pretty low. So it could start getting pretty dense, or it could thin out if it gets, usually when it's warmer, then more arid looking. So I'm not sure what it's going to be like. We just flipped over to a different canyon that's going down to Durango, so that's kind of interesting. Like we just kind of went up a little bit, went over the side of a hill, and we dropped into a different canyon. So it's kind of fun. That kind of thing happens a lot on this trail, going up and down. So we've been hiking for a while now. It's about 2:15, and we're like, oh, waterfall. Of course, there's a big tree in the front, so we'll get another picture of that. Whew. I'm going off slightly off trail here so I can get a nice picture of it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Oh, so relaxing. We are in this canyon. Just keep going down. And it's pretty narrow. It's a little widening a little bit, but we are now at 87.
Swimming hole right there.
Swimming hole. Yeah. Plenty of water. We got plenty of water now. Yeah, it's different. It starts sprinkling a little bit. Anyways, we're below. What was that again? We're below 8,700. We're around 85 right now. We've been dropping so fast. So it's like we have not been this low since before the trip started. So this is like the opposite of gotta acclimate to the altitude. I gotta acclimate to the de-altitude going back to sea level. So this is kind of weird thinking about it. Kind of sad thinking about it. But so we got little sprinkles that stopped. We've heard some thunder. I mean, tiny thunder at a distance, probably way behind us. But the sky is, it's dark. Looks rainy, kind of thing. But temperature is quite a bit warmer. It's very comfortable. Which I guess you would think. It's amazing how temperature changes with the altitude. I mean, it's so different. 12,000 compared to 11 to 10, I guess to 8. So we've just been chatting about gear. Talked about any kind of gear changes we want to make. Everything from stoves, shoes, what we wear, what we hike in. Backpacks, sleeping bags, shorts, underwear, you name it. Shoes, insoles, trekking poles, sleeping pads, how we do our water filtration. I mean, it's endless. So we both have a long list of things. One thing that is really great about REI is that you can experiment with different equipment. And then if you don't like it, it's like, this is not what I want, then you can return it. So I'm going to take advantage of that as much as I can. Yeah, the other thing related to the camping that we talked about too is the food. And I've talked kind of more about this than Gabrielle, but I was really intrigued especially by Red or Rosa, the ultra marathoner from Chihuahua. No, is that Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Chihuahua. And she goes out of her way to basically buy whole foods, and she brings them on the trail. So she'll bring some actual like real bread. And she'll bring like butter. She'll buy really good butter, and then stuff to put on the bread and the butter, and it just goes on and on and on. But she makes it work. Everything from meat. So that's really intriguing to me because, you know, not only do, especially candy bars have a ton of sugar, but candy bars and, you know, power bars and all that kind of just bars in general, they're extremely expensive. I can't imagine buying like good food would be more expensive, you know, because think about it, I got to buy, right, what I do now is the number of days on the trail, I buy 5 bars per day. So that is, you know, probably about $2.50 a bar, something like that. So you multiply that times, you know, 5 times the number of days, that kind of thing, it adds up really, really quick. And then I have, you know, the dinner, the main dinner, which is like the dehydrated dinner, breakfast, oatmeal or Pop-Tart. And for lunches, we'll have, you know, some kind of meat pack, usually something like that. So there's a lot of opportunities to not only save money, but probably eat a lot more healthier. So anyways, I'm going to check that out. And this is something I can actually experiment with while I'm at home, right? As long as I'm not traveling, going somewhere, or actually, well, no, not when I'm traveling, usually I'm eating with people. But I could try this out. We'll see how that works. Now, what I'm really curious is, well, like, okay, so how do you know, bring a bunch of bread? Or what type of bread? Sourdough or like, you know, a full-on, what's it, David? What's the guys with the, whatever, Dave's bread, that kind of stuff. So, like, how long will it last? Can I set it outside in a container for 6 days? If it makes 6 days, that's good enough for trail. I know cheese does that. I've never tried butter, which should work. That's what Red does. And I'm sure if you get some good quality meat, it's cooked, cured, that might work as well. So lots to experiment with that. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Hey, we're on a bridge here. I almost forgot to video it. We don't have very many of those. Smells like a bridge. Chemically treated bridge. All right, now I think
Time for you to lead the way.
this is the uphill now.
This is the uphill.
All right, I might have to get trekking poles out. Don't know yet. I don't think it's lightning.
I was up there and I'm like, what is this rock called? This giant lightning rod?
Where is she?
It looks like charcoal rock.
Yeah, we saw some rock today that was real high and it was kind of black. I don't know. I think it might be some kind of like mold or something or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Because rocks don't burn, so I don't know. But I don't know much about lightning. So we're getting treated to some thunder. Did we see lightning flash?
I saw a flash.
Okay, saw a flash. We thought it was pretty far away, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that far.
No, it's probably, I don't know, maybe a couple miles
Yeah.
away.
It's not bad. Anyways, we're going up. Camp is less than 4 miles away. I actually checked it out on Gaia. First time the whole trip. I did a little navigation.
Yeah, pull your weight.
So, pull my weight. Exactly. We're doing good. We have uphill, then flat, and then uphill. And then hopefully we'll be there. Hopefully there'll be campsites. Kind of a level, long, thin level area. But if there's a lot of trees, what does that even mean? So we're not sure yet. I don't know. So we're hiking up. It's raining. It's lightning. And it's thundering. We're getting treated to quite a weather show. Hopefully it's the last one. So we'll see. Hey, this is pretty amazing though. Just how loud and how the whole sky lights up even during the daytime. Yeah. Woo! Now the rain's kicking up. All right, we survived the first deluge of lightning, thunder, rain, and hail, and some blowing rain and hail, but not that much. But yeah, this is by far the heaviest rain we've walked through the whole trip. Really.
Saving the best for last, apparently.
Saving the best. Who's that in the background there? Yeah.
I am soaked.
Yeah, my shorts are completely, you know.
Oh yeah, my butt's wet.
My butt's wet. Luckily, I have my second pair of dry socks are in the back of my pack exposed, so I'm looking forward to wet socks in the morning. But you know what? Wet socks, of all the clothing that I'd rather have wet, it's socks.
You got down booties.
Yeah, oh yeah. I got my down boots. I mean, everything's dry in the tent. This is when I go to hike. So,
Who cares if you're wet?
yeah. Apparently that's what we believe. Yeah, so it was, you know, it was kind of cool to hear the thunder and lightning and all that. Although we did have one that was like, what, 5-7 seconds from us?
There was a couple that were like 3.
Okay, 3. So,
Less than a mile.
yeah. But where we're headed, it's clear. And that could have been just the normal afternoon kind of thunderstorm. We just happened to be in that place at that time, where the rest of the trip, we've really been like just blessed with, like, there's just this, it's like partying in the Red Sea kind of thing. We're just going through quick as we can, and everything's just going crazy around us. So, yeah. Woo! And we got some blue sky above us. Maybe we'll dry out before camp. Probably have an hour or so to get to camp, something like that.
They're all.
Yeah, there's all these little spires. Let's get a close up of. The rain is really light right here.
It's not
But that
really,
one like right in front of us is.
It's not really raining. It's like.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Maybe you can't tell, but we're looking down on that one, and it's like sticking out of the ground. Some of these other ones are
Devil's
pretty cool.
Post file, but lighter.
Yeah. You know, this looks more like to me, like an Amazon shot than it is, you know, in southern Colorado. I guess the trees are different, but it just kind of feels wet like that.
Yeah, there's like aspen, maple. I saw some oak.
Yep. Look at Gabrielle. Okay, Gabrielle, give us the tour here. Okay,
What?
we got the hat,
Yes.
totally soaked, wet, completely wet through.
I had my hood on.
Yeah, that
but,
looks dry inside.
But it's not raining enough, so I don't want it on.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorts
I can
completely
feel
dry.
like this.
Or
Shorts
wet, I mean.
are dry just
Oh,
here.
yeah.
My butt is wet.
Oh, yeah, just dripping down the butt.
And then I feel like my shoulders are wet. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like that's the first place
Yeah.
it wets out.
How about your, your inside pad that's so tight,
Yeah.
that might be okay.
Yeah. It usually is because I got the tie back over.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you're sporting, I don't know, how are the shoes doing?
Shoes are fine, but
That's good,
look at
right?
the backsplash
Oh, yeah.
from the ground.
Look at that.
That's how bad it was raining. The water was splashing onto my legs.
Okay, on to our trail. And that's kind of what we've been walking through right here. Just kind of trying to navigate that best we can. All right. Luckily, this is a waterproof phone to, I don't know, 20 meters or something like that, so we're good. We'll find out. What? You doing some trail maintenance? Yeah, she's going to help the water go off. Here we go.
Now it'll drain.
Stay stoked. Turn the corner. And we walk into this. Everything glistening. Woo! Oak. Oak's great. That means there could be poison oak. So that's Craig's kryptonite. Woo! That sun feels so good. And this sounds really weird, but if we're in the sun for a while, our clothes could be completely dry before we get to camp. Take the frog togs off, get some sun on us. We're ready to go. Whew. Got some different pines right here. I don't even know what the right word is. I haven't seen many of these, huh?
Big needles.
Yeah, big needles. Yeah.
I feel like I saw some of those, like Waterford Canyon area.
Oh, well, that makes
Oak
sense.
here.
Yeah, a ton of oak. Yeah. Not a big fan of that. So. Oh, look at the sparkle. That was I don't know, how long was that? Like about a half hour? Rain?
It started at like around 3,
Yeah.
but it was like really pouring.
Yeah, that's pretty good, a half hour. Usually, we find it's about a half hour to an hour max, because even if it keeps dumping, it moves, and it just kind of moves, around us or by us, so we're good. All right. Whew. We were able to stay stoked and keep hiking. Well, I just heard some more thunder, and the sky's starting to darken up a little bit in front of us. Although it's light behind us, but we may get another outpouring. Hope not. I'm actually drying off. My top is really dry. Oh, yeah, that's right above us. I was just saying we might get another downpour. I'm starting to dry. The inside of my frog top, except for my back, are probably dry. That's gonna be unfortunate, because we got water in about 20 minutes, 25 or whatever, and then in camp. Yeah, and we're getting up at the top here too. So, well, I'm glad it's not over 12,000 feet this is happening. All right, I thought we were videoing for about a minute or so, just as it was totally hailing. We couldn't see anything. And now all we see is the
It's blue over there.
Oh,
my gosh.
So what just happened? I'm sorry. There we go. It was probably that thing, but it literally went flash crack, just like that.
Yeah, it didn't sound like thunder. It sounded like a crack.
A crack, and we felt it like deep in our bones. Gabrielle almost. Well, she kind of slipped.
I slipped. Luckily, I didn't
slip in the mud.
fall into the red mud. But
can't see your eye.
I know. This is the problem when I have this hood on and when I have my sunglasses on.
Yeah, I get that. I look
over
like
my
some.
head.
I look like some creeper. Does this look better?
Yeah, that's why it really sucks when it's rainy like this and I'm walking uphill.
Yeah.
Then I just feel claustrophobic because all of this is
Yeah, I
around.
have to keep readjusting because it pulls my glass. It presses the glass against my nose. Yeah. It's not comfortable. Anyway, so I guess that was that. Now we have full on blue skies.
We should take advantage of it.
We should take advantage because we are almost like our tops, where literally almost completely dry except for the back against our backpack.
Hate walking in this.
Yeah, we're basically walking a little flash flood red mud trail thing here. So here, I'll show you. This is this little version of it right here. Yeah, so that was actually, I wish you saw the hail because the hail was just crazy. You could totally see it in between us. This is by far the wettest day hiking we've had, but believe it or not, even at 12,000 feet, with all that scary stuff we endured, this has been the wettest. It's just, and I'm really thankful for that, because who wants that at, 13,000 feet, right? We're like at 8,000 something right now. Maybe not, maybe 9, yeah, because we've been hiking up. So we're gonna get water here, a few minutes. Then after another few minutes, we'll be looking for a campsite, which thankfully now, the campsite is not where the lightning strikes might have been happening. So, not really, I don't think so, but wow, that was really something. That was flash crack. We both jumped. Gabrielle like slow slipped. I tell you, every day has got something. Something amazing. Maybe that was, not only did we see amazing views, quintessential Colorado trail, but it's like we thought we had all of the rain and all that, like, not a problem. We got that mastered now. We can handle that. Well, we got something thrown at us we haven't had thrown at us yet, except inside a grocery store while we were in Silverton. That's when it really rained harder there than it did here. So, all right, we are staying stoked, and we are hiking on. We're gonna get some water and get to camp and relax.
You hear that sound?
That's an airplane.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that high-pitched whine?
It's called a jet engine. All right, well, we watered up. So we got water and for dinner and for our morning. And I got a few sprinkles. Hopefully this is not around 3. I'm starting to get a little chilly because we stopped hiking.
Yep, there's like mist in front of us.
Yeah, there's mist in front of us. That's always great. Oh, but there's blue sky also. This is just bizarre. So we have less than a mile, I think, to our campsite. Oh, you like my Yoda? Kind of, or actually I could be the evil guy. That kind of guy. But yeah, less than a mile. I have no idea what's gonna happen. But we do want to get our tents up and get dry. All right, so it's 5:15. We can't find a campsite. We kind of found one, but everything is sloped. It's not like a campsite. There was a report of one 15 feet above us on the trail. We're in the canyon, and we can't even see that. And if it's 15 feet, we should be able to see it. So it's 5:15. I'm a little chilled in my bottom, but that's because my butt's all wet. Everything else is fine. You can probably hear thunder. There's a good chance we're gonna get some more. So we're gonna keep walking. The trail does not look like the elevation that there's gonna be campsites anywhere. So we're just gonna keep walking until we find a campsite right now. So that's kind of where we're at. Not a great situation at all. All right, it's 5:30. Another thunderstorm. Take 3. I think it's 3. And just starting to rain. We're like, it's almost right on top of us.
You want to go out there?
I don't know. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Dang! Did you hear like, that's like a Star Wars sound. Thankfully, she's good.
We're gonna go over there.
That's where it is.
Yeah, I know.
Crap. All right, we gotta figure it out. So, just about 6 o'clock, we passed one campsite. There was a tent in it. There's like no flat areas. It's 6 o'clock, like I just said. Ava passed us. She just said, I just gotta keep going. So we waited till the rains slowed down, and then we started walking, but it's just as bad as it was before. So we're just gonna keep walking till we find a place to set up our campsite, or set up our tents. We're basically walking in the stream, which is the trail right now. Not a good situation. We're both cold. It's raining. And it's like the storm just set in. It's no longer just thunderstorm right now. So all of our stuff's dry inside of our pack. So as soon as we find a spot, we'll help each other set up our tents, and we'll get right inside, and then we'll be warm and we'll be okay. But we just got to find a site. It's so weird that we're unable to find a campsite. Kind of typical. When you really need to find one, you can't find it. And it doesn't help keep us warm walking in the water like this either. So Gabrielle's right behind me. She's doing awesome. She's keeping it together. This is probably the worst situation I think we've been in the entire trip. So, all right, it is 7:09. We are at 7:09. We just got in my tent, in my sleeping bag. We're at 8,500. Long story short, we got caught in a really bad situation. We were pretty much shivering, wind blowing, rain, completely drenched. We could not find a place to set up tents anywhere on the trail. We found a spot finally, about, Gabrielle, you said 7 miles from the car?
Yep.
Oh, I calculated 5.5, a little aggressive. But I knew even if it was 5 o'clock, it would be pitch black when we got there, assuming, we got there and we're coherent. So, in the wind and the rain, we set up Gabrielle's tent first, got that like rain tight, or something like that. Then we worked on mine, got mine rain tight, and then we started putting our stuff. Then we got in our tent and basically took off our clothes. I put my clothes in a bag, all my wet clothes.
Mine are just in a pile.
Yeah. And I set them outside the tent. And then I put on some of my night clothes. So, and then I, blew my sleeping pad and got my sleeping bag out and hopped in. I think I'm pretty warm right now, and it's totally dry inside the tent, so that's really good. And of course, the whole storm basically has stopped right now. It was like we had the 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th, everything was just completely socked in like it was just a storm. It wasn't even moving. It just kept, thundering, and sometimes we saw lightning. And we were hiking as fast as we can through rivers, trying not to slip and all that kind of stuff. It was horrible. Okay, that was the worst situation we were in the entire trip, and it's the night before we hike out tomorrow. So I already did the check, and they said everything is okay, but really, it's okay now, but it wasn't okay. So Gabrielle was a trooper. Ava is in the same campsite right here. I saw her get her tent all set up. I think she's all inside of her tent, so she's okay too. So I'm waiting for Gabrielle to boil water, but she's kind of slacking a little bit, so I'm going to give her a little grace. I just checked my food situation, and I have 1 bar. I have 2 oatmeal packs, my dinner, egg thing, and about 7 or 8 instant Starbucks Vias.
You only have 1 bar?
That's it. I miscalculated on the bars.
Oh, Dad, I probably have something I can give you.
I should have had a bar for dinner, but I don't.
For one, we're closer to the trailhead, so.
This is where. This is when a daughter who is super prepared comes in handy. She's gonna have a bar for me, I bet.
Breakfast.
She's figuring it out right now. Anyways, we're okay. I'm gonna let Katrina know. I gotta let people know that we're actually, we're gonna be on time tomorrow. So we're gonna sleep in. Once
Do you need food for tonight or tomorrow?
I could use a bar. I have one Belvita thing. I was gonna have that for breakfast.
Why don't we split this cookie?
A complete cookie?
No, it's Grandma's peanut butter. There's 2 of them in here.
Okay. All right, we're gonna figure this out. I'll get back to you, but we're gonna be fine. Our Dyneema tents are set up. Once we get settled, Gabrielle's gonna go outside and reset both of our tents while I'm nice and cushed inside mine. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right, do you want this cookie or not?
All right, good evening, day 32. I have my red light on, that's why I look psycho. But that's what we're gonna need to do tonight. Gabrielle is in bed. She got some hot water so I could warm up my body, which was not properly warming until I had some warm food in me. So, summary of the day was that we started awesome, got great views, super good hike, all that good type stuff. Classic, felt like classic Continental, or classic, I'm tired, classic Colorado Trail kind of views, just big open meadows and hills, combined with some pretty gnarly mountains. So it was a good way to end the trail. We dropped below 12,000 feet, then 11,000 feet, then 10,000 feet. I think we're like at 85 or just below 9 or something like that right now. So we have 7 miles to the trailhead, and we only wanted to do 10,000, right? Yeah. Hence, that's the problem that we ran into. We've had thunderstorms before with thunder and lightning and all that. No, that's not such the big deal. The big deal was there was 3 of them, and then it just set in like it wasn't just like a thunderstorm. It just set in like a storm over us. Right now, it's gone. There was actually a sunset Gabrielle saw. So what we did then is we just started walking. We couldn't find a campsite. That was the problem. We needed a campsite we can set up a couple tents, and it sounds really weird, but when it's full of aspens and you know, on a slope, and now we have oaks on the slope, it's weird, but there's like not a flat place to set up tents. So we walked probably more than 3 miles because we wanted to camp 10 miles from the trailhead, and we're about 7 miles from the trailhead, so which means we just walked 3 miles. I don't know if that sounds like a lot, but it felt like a lot because we were getting wetter and wetter. The trail was just like a little river, so we just walked right through it, and every time we walked in the water, you know, our feet seemed a little cooler, because when you get out of the water, your feet start to warm up, and put them back in, they get cold. And then the wind was blowing, and we were getting soaked, so I mean, my teeth weren't chattering, but they were really close. So I was really cold. Gabrielle's getting cold. I was really concerned for her. And she says, "Dad, I'm okay." I said, "Okay, good. Now I can take care of myself." Which, you know, basically taking care of ourselves was just to walk until we either got to the trailhead, which would have been after dark, and with Gabrielle maybe would have had her headlamp handy. Mine's buried in my pack. We used up all of our outside food. The rest of the food was inside the pack. It's just a horrible situation to get in. And it's not just like a rookie mistake, because there was literally no campsites, place to put the tent. We could have put it on the side of the trail, but we could maybe a couple spots. But we knew there were campsites eventually. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. Or I said, okay, let's just set up on the side of this. And you can't set up in the trail because it was a river. Otherwise, we could have used the trail as a nice little cozy, just kind of nestle in. But we couldn't even do that. So we did get to a campsite. Ava was here before us, so we were a little concerned about her because she passed us. She looked just as bad as we did, and she knew that we just got to keep walking. So we were really close to her, and she was just kind of like walking around like, oh, okay, yeah, I got to put up my tent. She's got to look like she's in a daze, like we were in a daze. And she got her tent set up really quickly. She's got a nice Nemo and hunkered down in there. She's okay. So, in the Gabrielle, we worked on Gabrielle's tent, then we worked on my tent, and then we worked on just getting ourselves in our tents, taking our wet clothes off, like sticking them in a bag, or Gabrielle just put them in a pile outside her tent. Mine's in a plastic bag. And then we got to figure out what we're going to wear tomorrow. We're not sure yet. So we're sleeping in tomorrow. And then we're going to make we're going to have multiple cups of coffee, maybe some hot chocolate if Gabrielle has a little extra. And then we'll have our breakfast, get some oatmeal. Then we're going to make our 7-mile trek to see Tim. Tim's there. He told us exactly what to look for so we can find him quickly. It is there's a probability of it raining, of some measurable rain around 7 to 9, something like that. So there's a pretty good chance it might be sprinkling or raining. Probably not thundering, but raining when we pack up and leave, which is going to suck if that's the situation. But I got a feeling it's not going to be the situation. So I don't know. I just think that we've had pretty good luck in the morning. Things kind of calm me down. So you get a few hours of at least hiking. So that's it for the rundown of the day. We're safe. It's probably the worst situation I've ever been in. It was by far the worst situation, even compared to all the thunder and lightning and the over 12,000, 13,000 stuff that we did. It seemed this was worse. So because we weren't like in imminent well, we weren't really in danger. We were just hiking before. This time it was pretty serious. But we're out of the seriousness now, so we're really thankful for that. So here are the stats. Gabrielle, are you awake? All right. What are your steps?
48,000.
Yeah. Gabrielle suggests 48,000 steps. I show 50,000 steps, which is insane. How many miles did we do today? I think you said 22 and a half. Yeah, we were supposed to do like 3 less than that. So, what was your calories for today?
3,400.
Wow, 3,400. Is that a high for you on the trip? No, that's pretty high though. 3,400. I have, if you round up really seriously, I have like 4,000. So I burned a lot of juice today. This is probably why I'm so stinking hungry. Oh, I actually kind of ran out of food. I miscalculated my bars. Gabrielle gave me a cookie when I was like cold and in a tent. She had mercy on her daddy-o. So, all right, so that's it for day 30. I think 32, is that what I said? I can't. Yep. So look forward to a very interesting day 33, because we're going to drive from Durango to Aurora. We're going to spend the night with Nicole, my cousin. And we have so tomorrow night, we should have an epic dinner at a brew pub and some super great ice cream at night and sleep in a warm, like on the couch. It's weird. You can see the lights down in Durango too at night. It's the weirdest. I've had this before where I was in a really uncomfortable situation at night, rainy and cold, and you could look down and you could see city lights. It's just like, it's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like incongruent, but that's the way it is. So, all right. So good night, and we'll see you tomorrow for another amazing day of this crazy Colorado Trail journey. Good night.